So this position will be for the ribs. We're going to do unilateral ribs, visualizing rib 1 through 12 at the same time. We're going to start with the true AP, and this will be to visualize the right posterior ribs. I've got approximately a 12 by 17 portrait or lengthwise collimation, and I have my right marker here. So we're tube film aligned. Let's go ahead and get our patient in. Patient will place their back against the image receptor, and I want you to step to your left, and we want to get the patient midway with the upper thorax. So we do want to make sure that we're getting collimation of at least 1 inch of the opposite side. So I'm going to have her step over just a little bit more. There you go. We want to be centered at T7. So I'm going to find jugular notch and go down approximately 4 inches. And I do want to make sure that I can clearly see that we're going to get T1 at the superior portion. I've got my marker here in the upper section out of the anatomy. And on this one, if we're looking at the upper ribs, we'll do the respiration on inspiration. And if we're looking at lower ribs, we'll do respiration on expiration. So for purposes of this demonstration, we'll be looking at upper ribs. Of course, you would probably have a BB marker on the area of interest. But for the AP unilateral ribs, focusing on the upper ribs, we'll do this on a full inspiration. So take a deep breath in, blow it all the way out. Take another deep breath and hold your breath, expose, you can breathe. Now we're doing anterior or posterior ribs to see that particular side on the back side. So to do the oblique, we're going to rotate the patient into a 45-degree RAO. We're going to have you step back. There you go. Right about here. Just going to have you bring your arm out a little bit. And that is our 45 degrees. So take another deep breath in, hold your breath, beep, expose so you can breathe. So what this does is visualize the right posterior side. We're going to take a look at anterior ribs here. And let's go ahead and turn you to face the board. I'm going to go ahead and this time show you her left ribs. So go ahead and step to your right. We'll use the same collimation. This time we'll get you to go ahead and stand so you're facing the board. And we're going to focus again on unilateral, but just the one side. So all the way up against the board. We're still at T7. Just going to bring her over here. Again, we want to make sure that we get collimation over, so just a little bit more to your left. There you go. I've got my shield behind me. So this would be to visualize the left anterior ribs. And again, if we're doing upper ribs, it'll be on inspiration. If it's lower ribs, it'll be on expiration. So take a deep breath in and hold your breath, expose. You can breathe. Now when we're doing anterior ribs, we want to rotate the area of interest away from the IR. So since we're looking at left anterior ribs, this time we're going to do a 45-degree RAO in order to visualize the left side. So I'm just going to bring you here. We've got the spine. You can bring your hand up here if you want to. Just hold on there. All right, and again for upper ribs, take a nice deep breath in and hold it and expose, and you can breathe. And that is the rib series for unilateral, anterior, and posterior ribs, AP, and obliques.